we are a silhouette in a bottle.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much, Tomeka. I wanted to just say thank you for opening up your lovely, lovely facility here, Silhouette in a Bottle. This was our first meet and greet here in the city of Beltsville. For those of you all don't know, Beltsville falls between College Park and Laurel. For those of you who don't know, Beltsville sits in the middle, a very small city, but this is a very, very beautiful city. We had a great time out here today. We were able to do some waves. We were able to meet so many of the Beltsville residents. It was so nice. Tomeka, thank you for this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And you've always been one of my major supporters on so many different levels. You know, I tell people, you know, I've got Grogan's Grunts, Grogan's Heroes, and I got Grogan's Foot Soldiers. I think Tomeka falls somewhere at different times on all of those all of those different things. But thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. And people probably want to know, you know, how did you start supporting me, and how did all of that start?
So how I started supporting David, me and David met a couple of years ago at Thurgood Marshall, which is the Administrative Officer, Supreme Court, and he was my supervisor. And let me tell you, he was one of my favorite supervisors because he was fair, he was down to earth. Sometimes it wasn't about the black and white, it would just doesn't make sense, right? And so I just knew that he had a good spirit and he was just a good person outside of the uniform, right? Because one thing I noticed about me, I watches people. I watches them for a while, right? And one day he asked me, he said, look, I need some help. I'm helping a good friend of mine with their campaign, and she needs some volunteers. And he educated me on the volunteers and how being a volunteer, how you can impact the community, just being there, just being helpful, just helping somebody else, and he was letting me know how that blessing could continue to come back to me and my family. So I helped him with another campaign that didn't have nothing to do with him. It was a friend of his that it was their campaign, and this is before he got started, right? And I can't remember the young lady name, but she is from Prince George's County, and I know for sure she won. And that's how we got started. And once I started doing the volunteer, it just became natural. It just was like, I can really do this for free. Like, I don't have to get paid for this. I like to be in the middle of my community and helping out as much as possible. So I was like, okay, I think he pulled something out of me, you know, and ever since then, I just kept going. Like, you know, a lot of things that he does, some things I can get to, and some things now I'm doing my own thing in the community, you know, but he planted a seed within me which reached out to my family and to my grandkids. Mm-hmm. So, you know, sometimes it just take that one person to plant the seeds. And then even though I had other people that was watering it, but anytime that they didn't need me, it don't matter. Like when I first got my new location in Beltsville, and I looked at the space, and the first person I thought about was David. Mm-hmm. I said, you know what? He can have his campaign meetings here. He can have his little meetings here. And so I let him know, look, I got another location, and this is for us. You know, and when you a friend of mine, right, it's not about this is my business, this is our business. If I'm available, guess what? I'm going to be there, you know, anytime he need me. You know, he never let me down. He introduced me to some amazing, great women, some amazing, great men that has impacted my life that I just been watching them. It's like the mayor. He always reach out to me on Facebook,
yes,
right?
Mayor Chapman.
Yes. So nevertheless, I'm just excited about where David is going. I know this year he is definitely going to win being sheriff of Prince George's County. We are about to interview a young lady. Her organization is called Black and Missing.
Black and Missing.
Black and Missing. When we're going to talk about people of color that's been missing, and she's going to give us some great information. And I just wanted David to be a part of this because when I talked to the lady, Miss Wilson, she's the CEO of Black and Missing.
Black people missing.
Black people missing.
People missing.
Black people missing. I'm sorry. Black people missing. Right? Black people missing. And I told Davy, I said, you got to be a part of this. And then I told her that he was coming, and she said, you know what? I have to get connected. I want to connect it to all law enforcement, so we can get in this community and make a difference. She's going to give us some amazing tips. She's going to talk about why she got started. And I'm just excited. I'm just glad he's here.
Yes, that connection.
Connection.
I want y'all to hear this. Black people missing. Many people don't realize that the Sheriff's Department is responsible for finding wanted people. And I can certainly envision the Sheriff's Department supporting and having an active support role on finding Black people missing.
Yes.
I heard about this Black people missing.
Black people missing.
Wow, that's what the Marshals, the U.S. Marshals, and that's what the Sheriff's Department. But we want them. We're looking for people for different reasons.
Absolutely.
But those skill sets that it takes to find, we're literally man or woman hunters. And I used to supervise the Capital Area Fugitive Task Force. The Capital Area Fugitive Task Force is a group of all law enforcement, local, state, federal, FBI agents, ATF agents, police, Prince George's County Police, Prince George's County Sheriffs. And our mission is to find some of the most violent, dangerous people to get them off of our streets. One of my missions as your next sheriff is we're going to have what's called a Grogan threat matrix. So we're going to reevaluate our priorities. We're going to take a closer look at, during the Christmas holidays, is it more important to focus on evictions, putting people out, kids sleeping in cars at the Walmart parking lot, or would it be more important to focus on getting violent criminals off of our streets that are stalking our seniors, that are stalking banks? A lot of these people, they're repeat offenders, and so that's going to be my priority. One of my favorite literature pieces is this wanted. My campaign manager put this as wanted because this is like a wanted poster, because we that's one of our missions, that we track wanted people.
Right.
And so I'm excited about 6:30, and we're gonna have to go, y'all, because we're on for 6:30.
Yes, 6:30.
I'm excited about this interview because I didn't know anything about this until you told me. Black people missing.
Black people missing.
We have to expose this because the media is not going to do that type of work. No. We as a community, we have to do that type. We have to find our people. I just can't even imagine. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see this. And we're going to broadcast live on every social network that we can even think of to make sure that other people know about this. And you can trust and believe when I'm your next sheriff that we are going to be partnering.
Yes.
We're going to be partnering because there's so much that we're experts in finding people, and in the technology, and we can even help with the law enforcement technology to help find. We're going to help find our missing people.
Yes, we
are. We're not going to count on anybody else to do it. And when I'm your next sheriff, you have my word.
Absolutely. And I know he's going to be the next sheriff.
Yes.
I know that he's definitely educated on this thing.
Yes.
And I can't wait. I'm excited about this new journey that he's about to go on. So nevertheless, we will see y'all at 6:30.
6:30
on Facebook Live.
Yes.
I don't know. I know it's probably about 6.